They cannot bark when we're at home. I might get kicked out of my apartment. We have to keep them quiet.
No. I cannot let her to be alone with these dogs.
Which ones are your dogs then?
My dogs are not here.
It's really sad to have a doggy daycare, yet your own 2 dogs can't come because of their misbehavior.
No. As soon as they put the feet out of the house, they start the barking, they start to biting, they start to do everything that is not there.
Somebody told me about debarking your dog.
Let's clip a vocal cord of yours so that you can be quiet. Debarking should be made illegal.
Quiet! No!
Make them quiet.
No. My name is Max. I live in New York City with Tamara. I met the Tamara in Italy. The Destiny, we are together for 22 years. Do you know, she thinks she's the boss of the house.
My dogs, Beanie and Munchkin, are both 3 years old, and they're Maltese from the same litter. Girls, down. Go down. Come on.
No.
Go down. No, I don't want them on the couch. Come on, Bee.
These dogs, they love me so much. Anywhere I go, they have to be next to me. Yeah, go get it. Go get it.
In our relationship, I'm probably the bad cop and he's the good cop. Come on, Beanie. Come on. Here, Bee. Go get it. Go get it. Good girl.
Do you see? They don't like you. She doesn't like you. I think she's jealous.
Hold on. Here I come. Here I come. My biggest issue is that they cannot bark when we're at home.
Too many people, they have the letter from the lawyer. They have to move from the apartment. No barking.
No barking, girls. Honey, we have to keep them quiet.
No.
I would get them debarked because I was already on that. When we take them on their walks, it's not only that they bark, it's a liability issue for me because I cannot have my dog bite another dog.
It's not possible to control them. Hey.
Honey.
Idiot.
I don't want to feel tension in my life. I don't want to be stressed and have a knot in my stomach because my dogs are barking. Come on, who wants to go play? I run a doggy daycare on the Upper East Side. I take care of about 35, 40 dogs a day. No barking!
Good boy, Benny.
No barking! I don't put up with a lot. I'm very strict. No pee-pee, Yoshi. No barking. I don't have time for dogs that disrupt the energy. Get out of there. I can control 40 dogs that don't belong to me in my daycare, but I cannot control my dogs at home.
Hi. How are you? My hands are a bit wet. Hello. Nice to meet you. When I walked into 75th and Paws, the dogs seemed to be very happy. It wasn't that loud. They seemed to be having a lot of fun, and it just had a really nice atmosphere. This is your doggy daycare?
Yes. I went from 20 years in retail to doing a doggy daycare.
How many dogs do you have here? Look at them.
I probably have about 35, and they're very good.
Can I come in and say hi?
Sure. Come on in.
Hey, hello, everybody.
Everybody be nice.
Hello,
They're all going to come to say hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello, guys. Let's have a good old smell. Here you go. Oh, my gosh, I'm in doggy heaven. This is gorgeous.
When Victoria arrived this morning, the dogs were all pretty calm when she came in, actually. I think that she was a little bit surprised. That's what you're
Which
doing.
ones are your dogs, then?
My dogs are not here right now. When my dogs come in, they get everybody barking, and all I can hear is their high-pitched bark in the middle of my head. And I listen to dogs all day long, but believe me, mine...
That ain't
next to
high-pitched.
Boomer. Yeah.
Ooh, that's high-pitched.
Boom, come here, Boom. He just wants to have attention. Come here. This is how we keep him. Okay, I know.
You have a doggy daycare, but you can't bring your own dogs to your doggy daycare.
Yeah. And I'm embarrassed.
Can I meet them?
Sure. Yep. I'll give my husband a call and tell him to come over.
Okay. Tamara obviously loves the dogs in her daycare, but she seems to care more for other people's dogs than her own.
Let's go with the scooter. We are going to motorcycle. Yes, good, Gary. Yes, good, Gary.
them in front of the scooter. Hello.
Oh, here comes Max.
Oh. Max arrived on a scooter with his 2 little babies in what looked like a baby carrier.
Oh.
So this is Beanie, that's Munchkin.
This is a Beanie, this is a Munchkin, yeah.
Right. He loves these dogs.
I know you love me, I know you love me. What can I do?
It's obsessive. In my opinion, she's so
No.
attached to him. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah?
Very high pitched.
Yes.
Oh, my God, that makes me crazy,
But do you see
Your
her
height is-
chasing? You see how they're chasing? Look.
Tamara said that she doesn't like to have her own dogs in daycare because they bully the others. However, when I saw her dogs with the other dogs, all I saw were 2 dogs that really did not want to be there because they found the environment too overwhelming.
Stay here.
Has she ever attacked a dog before? Has she ever bitten?
Yes, they're attacking any dogs, doesn't matter how small is it, how big they are.
It's really sad to have a doggy daycare, this is your business, yet your own 2 dogs can't come because of their misbehavior.
I have to do something. They don't bark outside for me. And they don't bark when there's somebody coming in. You know, it's not the...
But they
are
don't
living
listen.
in Manhattan. You know,
Yeah,
if they
no,
have
I know,
this
very-
problem that makes us lose our apartment, makes the problem between me and her, you know.
And then somebody told me about debarking your dog.
Debarking is cruel, it's abusive. You're cutting a dog's vocal cord and taking away its ability to communicate. And that's one of the reasons why most veterinarians in this country do not do it.
It's less invasive than having them spayed or neutered. Imagine.
It's like taking a person and going, you know what? I've had enough of you talking. Boom,
Boom.
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Let's clip a vocal cord of yours so that you can be quiet.
She wants to debarking, but I don't want to do it. But
Debarking should be made illegal.
Haven't done a lot of research on it, but I can't be kicked out of my home because my dogs bark. So I have to do something.
I know I'm not seeing a true picture of their normal behavior, so I need to see Beanie and Munchkin in the apartment for myself. I get it. All dogs can bark very loudly, but the 2 Maltese, their bark is very, very high-pitched.
We did have someone tell us to shut them up yesterday.
Oh,
Day
did you?
before, yeah, the day before
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, they were really bad out there.
We are in New York City. It's true we can have a dog, but it's not, the dog doesn't have to bark. They can kick us out of our apartment. For this one, I'm so upset.
Okay. Well,
You can see how the marking is on the floor.
yes, I
Yes,
can.
It makes us to change the carpet now.
We have several stains all over the place in here. I have caught Munchkin peeing on the carpet, and I have spots all over the carpet now because she decides that she wants to go out for a walk and come back in and pee on the carpet. Sometimes she, off that couch,
Go down.
I don't let them on the
Wait, so
furniture.
wait a second.
Sorry.
You do and
Yeah.
you don't. But then isn't it confusing if
Yes.
you say they can and she says no, and so
It makes me
sometimes they
confused.
can, sometimes they can't, and then you tell them off when they do.
I know, I
So
understand.
there's
this
got
one,
to be
that
a rule.
Our relationship is getting worse. You know, it's accepted getting better. She's coming home. With a small time that we have together, we get argument for the dogs. Then we don't have the life together. When they sit down next to me, they say, go down. We say, oh, why? Why I have to put the dog on the floor? It's sit next to me. I have watching my TV. I have to find
Okay.
to cuddle them. Why you call it? From when she opened the doggy daycare, she thinks I'm like the dog too.
You know what? I am a bit of a micromanager. Okay.
No,
my
you
son-
don't say.
I have lost patience, and I do fight with Max a lot. I just got a new couch, and I don't want the dogs on the couch. I don't know how to stop it.
Okay.
No, when she says stop, she's peeing on the floor.
Yeah, she'll pee. She's very afraid of me. She went for a period where she never, ever did that. And then she started doing it, and I thought because dogs were coming home.
They were doing the pee from first day you bring it.
No.
I told you, you
didn't.
didn't believe me.
No, honey.
Dogs express their anxiety a lot by eliminating. Tamara's energy really makes Munchkin pee because Munchkin essentially is scared of her. I think Tamara has to work pretty hard to gain Munchkin's trust. When are you thinking of starting going back to work?
Almost about the end of October,
weeks.
middle of October.
Oh, really?
I have to go.
Do you go
3
away?
or 4 months.
Back to Italy?
Yes.
So what's going to happen to these guys? They stay here
They
with
stay
you.
with
Be
her.
with me.
We have to fix these dogs before I leave because I cannot let her to be alone with these dogs.
So we have to figure out a way to get them to daycare where they're comfortable.
I have to get the dogs to a place where Tamara can manage them on her own, and the clock is ticking.
Coming up,
Oh,
They're like charging at them and barking. They might bite another dog.
no. Having Max and Tamara in an apartment in Manhattan where everybody lives very close to each other.
Means that having good, successful walks is an absolute necessity for this couple. It also means that dogs need to be socialized because the streets are very crowded.
I want to see these hellhounds on the leash. Oh, Munchkin,
Good
go
morning
for it.
to you. Yeah.
How many times a day do you walk them?
Me, usually I walk them 3 times.
3 times.
The
Let's have a little bit more distance because there's some dogs walking towards you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't let them get. Don't
No.
let them. No.
anytime I'm walking, as soon as they put the feet out of the house, they start the barking, they start to biting, they start to do everything that is not their normal.
It's very embarrassing to me because if we see another dog along the way, they are like, you know, charging at them and barking. I don't know how to address that. I would wish they could go say hi.
Do you
Okay,
want
I
to say
know.
hello to everybody in the street?
No.
Not everybody.
We don't want to say hello to everybody, so why should our dogs be expected to say hello to everybody? From what I saw today, both Beanie and Munchkin have been really poorly socialized. So greeting other dogs on the street, that's frightening. Whenever the doorbell rings, there's a change of energy in the room. There's an expectation. Dogs feed off this change of energy and react accordingly. The barking is a real issue with your dogs, certainly when they hear the doorbell ring. So what I want to teach them is that, yes, they can bark 3 or 4 times, but when I say thank you, I give them that vocal cue and the hand signal, they're quiet. 2 things are going to happen. 1, the dogs are going to get desensitized to the sound of the bell. So when the bell actually does ring, it's no big deal. 2, the dogs are going to have a ritual of behavior established about what they do when the doorbell rings. These dogs have had a long habit of barking. All their lives they've barked, especially Beanie. So this could take a while. Thank you. Then I'm going to treat them. Thank you. Good girls.
You learn.
Both of you need to learn,
We
not
both
just
have to
her.
learn.
Yeah, you
I know,
do. Don't
we-
just you
we
look
are-
at her.
We all have to learn.
He did learn.
All right. I'm going to walk towards the door and do it. Thank you. Good girls. Dogs watch us more than they listen to us. So to have a really clear hand signal that gives the dog a cue to be quiet is really going to help.
I stationed someone outside the door to ring the bell so I could show Max and Tamara the technique in action.
Thank you. Good girls. Good girls. Very good girls. Very good girls.
They were quiet, they didn't bark in too much. And they are responding. Is a good response for now.
So now I want you to do this. Let's have the doorbell ring again. You take over. I want Beanie and Munchkin to listen to Tamara now, not because they're fearful of her, but because they respect her.
Thank you.
Yes. Good girls. Go over to the door.
Good girls.
Good. Come back. Tell them good girls.
Good girls. Good girls. I don't think that it's difficult at all. Once you learn it and you think about it, it's common sense. That was just a reality check for me. No debarking.
I think, Max, with you, they're gonna react a little bit differently when you get up and go. Okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you these 2 treats, and let's have the doorbell ring. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do the thank you, like that. So I want you to stand up and say thank you.
Oh,
That's
stand
the
up.
hand signal, okay?
Thank you. I'm so upset because they don't listen to me. Thank you.
The dogs are so attached to Max and they want all the love and affection, but when he asks them to do anything, they actually don't listen to him.
So this training could be really difficult for him to get through.
Sit down again, because she's barking at you. Take your eyes away from her. See, I told you it was going to be different when you do it.
I was holding myself back. I wanted to get up and say no, like this. Thank you.
Let's have the doorbell ring again.
Thank you.
Sit down again.
Thank you.
Sit down again. Max thought that it was Tamara that needed to learn everything, but I think he now sees how he has to learn just as much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Sit down again.
Max is a bit of a pushover with the dogs. That has to change immediately as of today. We are going to be practicing these methods together until they're not going to get up and bark at the door.
Thank you.
Treat it. Oh, darn. Darn. She did. That was really good. That was good. But you've got to be in there with the good
At
girl.
that moment.
Okay, yep. that moment. Ring the doorbell again.
Thank you.
Treat her. Good girl.
Good Jerry.
Nice. Good.
Good Jerry's.
I think Max is finally learning that if he doesn't give in and he just stays firm and unemotional, the dogs begin to listen to him. And just sort of open the door and look out. Good. Tell the girls, good girls.
Good girls.
Yeah, now you
Good
can make a
girls.
fuss of them.
Good girls.
Now you can make a real fuss of
Good
them.
girls.
I think Max did pretty good today. I think he did. He really did pay attention to Victoria.
Coming up.
This is a bigger dog.
This is not good.
I think these dogs really do need to be walked separately so that both dogs can be trained by themselves to at least walk past another dog without reacting. Beanie is the one who starts all the barking and the lunging, but it doesn't come from a place of confidence. It's just because she's so insecure. Then when Munchkin hears her, Munchkin goes.
So I want to work with Beanie to start the socialization process.
As we're walking towards the dog, I stop her every now and then and tell her, good girl, Beanie. I put the treat up to my eye to get her focus. Good girl.
They have the eye contact.
Good girl.
Smiling.
Good
She's
girl, Beanie.
happy
Yes.
now.
No, you know what?
Okay.
Max is a lovely man and he's very eager, but he doesn't stop talking. So I had to take charge there. I'm working with her now. I wanted to focus on
Thank you.
me. No.
Thank you. For my safety, I have to listen to the woman now. You know, but it's okay.
I have a person walking another dog. So now I want to walk towards the dog. Let's see what she does with Mr. Pug here. Good girl, Beanie. Say hi. Say hi, Beanie.
She tried to snap a little. She's
Yeah.
just nippy.
Beanie said, good girl. Mochi was really into saying hello, but you know, Mochi was a little bit all
Yes.
over Beanie, so Beanie kind of got a bit, We're not going to force her to greet her.
Right.
Allow her to greet for maybe a couple of seconds and pull her away, but it's always with being really positive. I really want Beanie to establish another ritual of behavior.
So I want her to do this again and again and again.
Because this is a bigger dog.
I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is not good. I don't know how that dog is going to react, but I'm pretty sure about how mine's going to react. So I'm not pretending that miracles can happen here.
Move off in the other direction. Move off. Just move. When a dog is reacting, if you walk off in the other direction, you're refocusing the dog's brain, because at that moment, no learning can take place because the emotional brain is taking over the learning brain. Okay, so I'm going to try again. By refocusing the dog, taking it away, your dog can calm down to a point where it can start to learn again. Now, the dog is giving all of these great calming signals and a play bow, but she's not.
No good.
She's not reading them. And this is the part of the socialization where she lacked the socialization.
Right.
She doesn't really understand doggy language. The other dog was giving great calming signals, but Beanie really wasn't reading them correctly. She's still extremely nervous around other dogs. This dog could not be offering any better signals.
Yeah.
Good girl, Beanie. Oh. Good girl. Each time she looks at the dog and then she looks back at me, she's getting a reward. Okay? She's got to look at the dog and look back at me. Good girl. Nice. So she's making a choice now. Nice. Good.
Nice.
She's making a choice now. Sometimes it's really difficult for a dog to control their impulses, but I could see Beanie's little mind was working overtime. All right, I want you to just take over doing, no,
Tamara.
Tamara. I don't think Tamara is entirely confident walking Beanie yet because she's had so much experience of Beanie reacting badly, so she's tensing up. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like if we could just sort of walk off together. Parallel walking.
I know that she's usually a little bit more, you know, tugging and carrying on the leash when there's a big dog, and I'm kind of afraid that something might happen. If she bites another dog when we're on the leash, that could be a liability for me.
Parallel walking together. Good girl, praise her.
Good girl, Beanie.
Good. Don't tell her good girl when she lunges. Just go, let's go, and go off in the other direction. We don't want her to lunge and be praised, be rewarded for it.
Good girl.
Okay,
Good girl,
parallel with
Beanie.
her.
Good girl.
Nice.
Good girl, Beanie. I was really happy to see that she just walked with the big dog. She never walks next to a big dog. That was a big hoorah time for me. Good girl, Beanie. Good girl.
Remember, you're going to do this training separately with the dogs.
Okay.
Now, I don't care if it takes you a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month before you can put the dogs together. Don't rush it. I want the dogs to have gone past 100 other dogs and be absolutely fine before you put them together.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
Coming up.
No, wait a second. She was fine. Tamara's still a little bit nervous, I think, when she's walking in the park. You can't expect them to change in 2 seconds. We're going to address Munchkin's peeing in your apartment.
One of my biggest problems was the peeing on the floor. What is that?
No.
What is that?
Munchkin.
What's that pee-pee on the carpet? Max is walking Munchkin, bringing her back in the house, and that's when she's doing the pee.
So we're gonna walk Munchkin by herself. We're gonna take her down. We're gonna let her walk around, maybe walk around the block. We're gonna come back up into the apartment, and that's when the time when she's normally gonna do it.
Yes.
Immediately, we're gonna take her outside again. Because I think what she does, she comes up here and she goes, oh, okay, now I'm nice and warm, I'm gonna go. But then you take her right out again, okay.
She understands.
So we're gonna fool her brain. So yes, give her some nice leash. Let her sniff around and
Leashes are the
good.
classic.
Whoop.
Uh-oh.
Good girl.
I'm sorry.
Nice, lots of praise. Good.
Good
She
girl.
did it. We brought Munchkin outside 20 minutes after she'd eaten, and she peed and she pooped like a dream. After she's done it, we continue the walk, because what happens is that some dogs, they'll urinate, and then when they've done their toilet, the person takes them right back inside. The dog goes, wait a second, I toilet, and then I get taken back inside, so I'm not gonna toilet. I'm gonna wait.
Having more fun.
Have more fun. Now, if she hadn't have gone, what we'd have done is we would have walked, go back up to the apartment, and then come straight out again. And do it again and again and again and again and again until she went. You have to be consistent, because if you're not consistent, these dogs don't have a chance.
No, I will do consistent. But if I teach something, if Tamara something different, these guys, they get confused.
Yeah. This technique is all about being consistent, but it's going to take time. So I really hope that Max and Tamara have the patience to see it through. But both of them have to be on board in order to teach these dogs. Very
yes,
good.
let's go.
Tamara doesn't like the dogs on the furniture. Max does like to put the dogs on the furniture. This big issue, this consistent argument, can be solved just very simply. Okay, I wanted to give you something that dogs could lie on the sofa. The visual cue of the mat goes on the sofa means that they can come up and sit next to you. No dogs on the actual physical sofa.
Right.
And they can only come up when they're invited.
Yes.
When you have the mat next to you. So it can be on your lap or the mat. And that's going to hopefully keep you both happy.
There has to be some type of, there's give and take on both sides. There's got to be a happy medium here.
Right, so, yeah. The reason why I made it blue, dogs can see the color blue very easily.
Easier.
Dogs aren't colorblind. Actually, what their vision is very sort of more muted.
I always thought that dogs were colorblind. And I just found out today that they're not.
Oh, is she beanie good? There you go. Dog, do you like that?
How do I keep her from not going on the rest of the couch? I had a blanket and they would still try to come.
Yeah, no, just say, and just put them on the blanket.
Okay.
And then when they're on the blanket, they get good things.
Okay.
They get plenty of praise, they get plenty of attention.
I think they'll get it, absolutely, yes.
Hi, baby. Hi.
Coming up.
Is there any way that you did get frustrated, redirect that frustration into more positive avenues?
I don't know how to react in any different way.
The couple love to walk their dogs in the park, and I wanted to see how the training that we've done in the street would translate to being in the park.
Okay.
All right, so we're in Central Park. We're in the
Yes.
place that you guys like to enjoy walking,
almost
but it's a
every day.
nightmare for you. Look, we've got some dogs over there. So let's walk past.
Good
She looks
girl,
at the
Munchkin.
dogs and looks
Good girl,
away.
Munchkin.
That's when you tell her good. Okay? And now she's distracted by smelling too, which is great.
Nice.
It's so important to allow your dog to smell things in their environment. That is their dominant sense, their nose. So you have to reward. Each time she looks at them and looks away, good girl. And make it unemotional, no big fuss, nothing like that.
Okay. She showed me the new technique. Then we use it. I'm so glad.
With validation from you that she's doing a good job, it's going to give her confidence. And you know what? I think she's going to like it better that she's not doing this lunging. So much less stressful. Max seems to be on board now. He knows that, if it takes a while to change the habit of behavior, then he's willing to work with it. And that's a great sign.
I'm learning.
Right.
I'm learning.
And
Thank you.
so much of the time, we tell our dogs off, but we haven't taught them what to do. We
That is
haven't
true.
given them another option.
No,
Okay?
I need the nice people to teach me. I meet you, thank you
You got
very
a nice
much.
person here.
I know. It's the best one I find. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
You makes me happy. You makes Tamara happy, and you
Good.
makes the
That's
Munchkin and
good.
Beanie. You makes the family happy.
That's it. Then
This is
I've
that
done my
we-
job.
That is what we want.
Max is doing great, but my bigger concern is Tamara and Beanie.
Tamara's just got to keep her cool, which can sometimes be hard. I want you guys to be able eventually to walk in Central Park together.
Yes.
And then when they're really just more socialized with other dogs, that's the moment that you can allow them to go off leash. Okay, now, take her out. Take her out. There you go.
Come on.
Good. Because she's the one that needs the most. And again, this dog is giving great signals.
Yes.
This dog is giving really calm signals, but Beanie doesn't recognize it. She's still extremely nervous around other dogs and was practicing avoidance. Walk her past. Get her in the zone. Walk past.
Come on,
Good.
Let's go.
Lovely.
Good girl, Beanie. Good girl. Good girl. I'm always nervous when I see a big dog and I have Beanie. I'm always a little bit nervous because I don't know how that dog is going to react. Nope.
No, wait a second. She was fine. She wasn't going to lunge. Tamara's still a little bit nervous, I think, when she's walking in the park with the dogs, and she tends to yank them a lot. I don't think she's trusting herself.
If Tamara is getting tense and overreacting in the park, who knows what she's going to be like in the daycare?
Yeah, now she's almost saying yes. So it's almost like
I'm
you
just
go
turning.
like this. You go like that. Yeah. Let's go. Good girl. So she follows you. So you hardly
Okay.
have to use this leash as a crutch at all. Look at her.
Good girl.
She's beautiful.
Good girl. Look at her. Oh my gosh.
You've got your work cut out with you with this one.
I know.
Tamara was getting just a little bit impatient, but it's really important that she gives her dogs time. You can't expect them to change in 2 seconds.
I wanted to talk to Tamara. She exudes tension,
She was fine.
and she's very high-strung, which isn't healthy for anyone.
When I told you that the dogs had maybe suffered a little stress from being told off.
Oh, if I yell at her,
Yeah,
if I
her.
raise my
Yeah.
voice, or if I go towards her when I'm raising my voice,
She'll pee.
she'll pee.
Okay.
I get frustrated about it because I don't know how I have to react to that anymore. I have a very strong personality. I like to micromanage everything in my life, and I have to admit that.
When you are angry, that energy's got to go somewhere. Some people shout, some people stomp around, some people hit things.
I just react on impulse, and immediately I'm raising my voice. It causes me to be more stressed out.
Yeah. Is there any way that you could see where if you did get frustrated, that you would be able to redirect that frustration into more positive avenues rather than sort of screaming at the dogs?
I don't know how to make myself react in any different way.
I'm going to teach you a different way to act.
Okay.
When a lot of people teach their dogs or tell their dogs off, they're imposing their will upon the dog and they're not allowing the dog to have freedom to make a choice. And then when the dog realizes it has a choice, it's going to choose the road that's going to make it feel the best. That's what you have to teach dogs, especially Beanie.
Okay. Change someone's personality when they're, when they're a grown-up. That's not easy.
I kind of get the sense, you love your daycare dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And you love these dogs, but now they become more Max's dogs than your dogs.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to change when Max goes away to do his work for 3 months. I think that'll change because they'll have no choice but to bond with you more. But there are things that you can do to help that bonding process. A dog will pick up on their owner's stress signals. So the more stressed out you are, the more stressed out your dog will be. If Tamara is less stressed, that's going to be better for her dogs at home, and it's going to be better for the dogs at daycare. I think there's ways that we can do it, and we're going to be working with you at the daycare that I think might be a little bit easier for you.
I would love it.
If Tamara has a real knowledge of how her behavior affects the dogs, then maybe she can use that knowledge for her professional life when she's dealing with her dogs in daycare.
Right now, these are Max's dogs, but he's going to be leaving. So hopefully we can get Beanie and Munchkin to be at the daycare.
What we do sometimes in daycare is if dogs are getting into it, putting a board in between them, and this is very lightweight, and you can just pick it up. Putting a board in between them, again, cuts the vision off and allows the dog to sort of, again, refocus. You don't want to put yourself in there because you could get bitten. Putting a board in between them when it cuts off the vision is just another idea. Just another vehicle that you can use.
Wonderful.
So that's, and I mean, you could decorate it
love
like
it.
it was. Another thing that I was thinking about that's going to stop you from having to shout so much.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
shouting because you're trying to interrupt behavior, aren't you?
Right.
So do a whistle instead. You blow the whistle and then go, come on, and you walk out, you walk away from the situation, the dog's immediately going to follow you.
Yeah, they follow.
Therefore, you've stopped whatever altercation, whatever barking, whatever happened.
Using the whistle is going to be much less stressful for Tamara, as well as her dogs. Not to mention more effective than yelling.
I want to use that is just literally for an interrupter, for when things get crazy. These are your existing dividers anyway, but I
Okay.
put them here to illustrate a point.
Okay.
Because I think your dogs are going to do much better in daycare if they're segregated away from all of the crazy mayhem.
Okay.
Remember that Beanie especially cannot deal, is too overwhelmed. Munchkin's overwhelmed as well. When she comes into an environment where there are so many different dogs with so many different personalities, always in a space. Look, some dogs, like people, need to have space around them.
Yes.
If she can't take herself away, what other options she got?
Right.
What
to
will
chase
she
them
do?
away.
Exactly. That's what she's doing.
Yeah. Okay.
Then that's going to make her more anxious, more reactive. So I think your dogs need to have
Separate place.
a separate little space with a few calm other dogs.
I'm not sure about that because it's a liability issue for me because I cannot have my dog bite another dog.
I also think the more bad experiences Beanie and Munchkin have around dogs just getting on top of them and getting irritating,
Right.
the more they're going to react out on the street.
Coming up.
Yeah.
All the training we did in the home has been building towards this moment.
Now I hear yours.
I'm still concerned about the barking. I don't think that things get fixed overnight.
All right, so now we have all the dogs back.
Beanie and Munchkin were very reactive dogs when I met them, which made Tamara incredibly stressed out.
No barking! No bark!
We've been working so hard on the training because Max is going away and Tamara has to be able to bring these dogs to the daycare when he's gone.
I wanted to see Tamara and Max use all the stuff that they've learned with their dogs at home with the dogs at daycare. Yeah. Oh, now I hear. Now I hear yours. All right, well, let's go down here. Yeah.
I'm still concerned about the barking. I don't think that things get fixed overnight.
It's because one of the Frenchies stuck their nose through here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so these dogs here are the calmer dogs, yes?
Yes, these are the gentler players. This is
That
a
makes them
perfect
crazy.
idea, keeping them,
Okay.
you know, giving them their own area where they can rest and play and not be disturbed by the more active dogs. Yes.
But look how these dogs, they're just wanting you.
Yeah.
Max, stay away. Stay away. Because if anybody's going to make them bark when we leave, it's going to be Max. So with this kind of arrangement, do you think you'll be able to have your dogs in daycare?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
They're already quiet.
The dogs seem to be very happy. It wasn't that loud. They seemed to be having a lot of fun, and it just had a really nice atmosphere. So you
They
could
feel safer. I understand what you
Totally.
mean now. They totally have, like, okay, they can relax over here.
I feel very good to live for Italy because she can take the Beanie and Munchkin in the daycare. I feel much better.
Can you dance for me? Can you dance for me? Yes.
It's nice to see Tamara actually calm down and was great with the other dogs. Oh, look at that.
Do you see what she is doing? She makes everybody crazy with these words. What I have to do with her?
You can train the dogs, but you can't train the humans. Look at that. Well, we've gone through quite a journey. When I first came here, very, very barky, yappy, irritating dogs. And now we're getting to the place where these dogs are, I think, going to be more stable. All the techniques that we've been doing on the walk, in the daycare, in your home, is going to hopefully reduce that desire to react, to bark, and create a more harmonious household.
I hope so.
I will be following your progress. My job as a trainer is to go into people's homes, to work with them and their dogs, and to leave them in a better place. And that's what I hope I've done.
Thank you so much. Good girl, good girl. Good girls. Yay, good.
I cannot believe it.
Since Victoria left us, Max and I really found a common ground now, and we really work hard together with the dogs.
Let me to see who is.
Girl. Good
Thank you. Beanie and Munchkin, they are very calm. More calm than the before.
Hey. Thank you. Yes. Good girl.
It's working. It's working.
Yes, that's good girlies, mommies. Yay. Good girl, Beanie.
Yeah.
Good girl, Munchkin.
I think she has a foot,
Good
doesn't want to come
girl.
up.
Good girls, no barking. That was perfect.
Yes.
It's been a gradual, calming thing for me because it didn't happen right away. We had to really work hard on the dogs to get them to stop barking at the doorbell. But right now, it's much better than it was before.
Good, Gary. Let's go.
Beanie and Munchkin are doing much better on their walks individually now, but we're still not to the point where we can walk them together in the park.
Good, Gary. Now I'm so glad walking outside because the way she teach me what I have to do and I can walk them.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site, positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.